Halo, selamat datang lagi di Tales of Arise. Kita lanjut aja yuk langsung. Jadi sebelumnya saya udah farming, udah lawan musuh, beberapa musuh, dan juga udah ngelarin missionnya juga beberapa
Through
mission.
these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Si Dohalim tiba-tiba membacakan pantun ya, puisi. Ada skit, kita lihat dulu nih Dohalim di evasive.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renan cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Si Dohalim, cara berantemnya dia tuh, battle-nya dia ngindar-ngindar, ngindar di last minute. Terus last minute dia attack musuhnya, lebih kuat rodnya gitu ya. Cuman si Dohalim kayaknya nggak peduli kalau misalkan nanti dia salah dodge atau nggak bisa dodge, kena serang. Ya udah terjadilah gitu. Kita bikin dulu nih refined gale wing. Sekarang equipmentnya udah harus punya equipment weapon yang sebelumnya ya, kayak ini kita harus punya gale wing. Precision juga sama, grouper float. Kita harus sudah punya grouper float dulu sebelumnya. Si Dohalim perlu cukup Bizarre Megacore sama Tempest Stone. Nah ini juga sama. Sekarang si Lo dia butuh Winged Gauntlets. Sip. Nah satu lagi si Rinwell butuh Nature's Beauty. Sip, semuanya udah.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Nah sebelumnya udah dapat beberapa mission, dan udah ada mission yang udah saya selesaikan, dan udah juga naikin level supaya bisa nyelesain missionnya itu. Nah kebetulan yang ini nih si
That was
Quarry,
quite the little adventure we went on.
kita ngelawan si cracknya itu di depan tuh, mini boss. Mini bossnya akan susah nggak ya? Semoga sih levelnya nggak sesusah kayak yang di awal ya. Di awal itu di kota Caliglia, set level 43 atau level 40 berapa gitu ya.
You can tell
Jadi,
it's tough just looking at it.
semoga sih levelnya masih bisa kita lawan nih. Level 28. Waduh, 105.000. Oh, cara baja baru, Rolling Thunder. Aduh duh.
This one's mine.
Ya, ngebasnya kurang pas.
This one's mine. Prepare to be sealed. Take time to transform. You're mine. It's over. Tiger blade.
Itu. Wow.
Nothing gets by me. This one's mine. This one's mine. Dance on the ring. This one's mine. Take this. It's denied.
It's over. No further.
Annihilate. Here goes.
Seperempat nyawanya kurang. Ayah, dua-duanya meninggal. Siapa dulu ya? Si Dua Halim dulu deh.
This has a most peculiar taste.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Wow.
This one's all mine. Soaring light spear. This one's mine. Tiger blade by the power of water. I'm not done.
Benediction light.
Hurricane thrust. Heal. Appreciate
You're
the
mine.
help.
Searing blade, reload!
You're mine. Mirage. Here I come. Here. Resonate with the earth.
Piercing
No escape. Soaring light spear.
Ah,
I have no limits. Megasonic thrust. Megasonic thrust.
sip, si heal sama si Dua Halim.
You're finished. Megasonic thrust.
Ouch.
You're mine. You're finished. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Oke, tinggal dikit lagi setengah.
You're mine. It's over.
Healing circle!
Okay.
Did you just heal me?
I need you, remember?
Right.
Ignite.
This one I never miss!
In a bind. On guard. You're mine. Shield.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Here!
Begin.
Setengah.
Soaring wind. Begin.
Ready to go!
Soaring light.
No armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your what I can do.
It looks like you made a mess!
Oh,
Going in!
sekali lagi. Ah, udah.
Wait about you people!
Ah, lo ngapain? Wow.
Hurricane thrust.
It's weakened!
Aha, core break.
This ends now. Soaring light.
Going in!
Tear. Soaring light spear.
Forgive me.
Aduh. Shana meninggal.
What was I
Eh.
thinking?
Hurricane thrust.
Why'd you heal me?
Take this.
I'm all stopped up!
Intense. Aduh. Intense.
Blew away. Severing wind.
Lagi, udah seperempat nyawanya. Oh, dia ngapain? Lompat. Nggak, sial. Timingnya nggak pas.
It's over. Burn in hell.
Going in!
I'm not done.
Oh,
You're finished.
dia over limit.
Watch yourself. That's incredible power.
Dia akan ngegebuk. Udah 3 kali. Yang dilakukan. Oh, ini yang api. Sion, kaya banget sih.
You're mine. Megasonic thrust.
I'm almost impressed!
My brain's coming from you.
I said almost, don't get carried away.
Ah, udah lompat. Aduh. Timingnya mulu.
Make it in time.
I can't heal you forever!
Kataku. Oh, meninggal tau ternyata si Alvin. Kirain ini orang nggak bangun-bangun. Kenapa? Mau istirahat aja dulu ya. Meninggal dia.
Back in! Start by holding the front line!
No sooner said than done.
I never miss! On guard!
Can't get out of this.
Plenty left! Tiger blade! Lightning!
Armor won't save you.
Thrilling performance.
Not today.
2000. Oh. Sial.
Here.
Pan. Atur dulu.
Resonate with the earth.
Nah, orange gel. Wow. Keluarin api-api, bola api.
You're helping me at this Is it now?
Chisara, Commander of Heaven. Phoenix Cyclone.
Yes. Astral Flower dapat 10 max CP.
The
Mantap.
heavens must be smiling.
Udah selesai. siapa ya? Ini kliennya siapa ini? Oh, dia. Yuh. Lumayan susah. Udah pakai live battle berapa biji tadi ya? Sama orange gel.
We finally made it.
Semoga nanti dapat CP-nya banyak. SP-nya dapat banyak ya. Oh, Captain, it's you again. Did you manage to beat the Zuggle that I asked you about?
Okay.
Yeah, it turned out to be a real handful, but we eventually pulled through and won. Don't be coy. You were a sight to behold against that thing, taking and defending it with that shield of yours. Wow, so you managed to take out that tough rock Zuggle with your shield. That's impressive. Thanks. It turns out it's useful not just for defending. I can be offensive with it too. I feel like I better understand what it's capable of now. Well, thanks for doing all that, Captain. Now I can finally get back to work. 325 SP. Mantap. Dapat skill panel baru, dapat emblem baru Kisara, Blockbuster Shield. Wah, naikin attack, elemental attack setelah guard. Ada jurus baru, Lion's Howl. Yap, satu selesai. Kita coba ke training grounds. Training grounds ada novice, jadi ada emblem nih. Emblemnya novice solo challenge.
We've reached our destination.
Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
You bet. See the dent in that column? That's from when my mace slipped out of my hand one time, just after I'd joined the guard. And that crack over there? That happened while I was practicing an art.
This is new information to me.
Si Kisara sering kesini katanya. Dia membuat beberapa kerusakan di dalam training ini. Solo battle office level 25. Yuk kita coba. Oke, langsung. Oh, level 19 sama 21. Ini baru permulaan ya. Dia akan ada lagi. Tunggu dulu yang ini. Bisa pakai jurus magic. Lagi. Nah ini, aduh ini hati-hati. Dia bisa ngeluarin listrik di badannya. Nah tuh kan. Jaga jarak aja. Jaga jarak. Lagi granilem sama bor. Hampir aja. Dia mau ngelompat. Si bornya duduk. Lompat ayo. Wing. Aduh. Hai. Masih ada lagi. Ya. Ayo, jurus dulu. Masalah apa nih mengganggu? Tuh. Bisa gagal nih. Bisa gagal nih. Tinggal dikit nyawanya. satu sekali toel akan mati. Yap. Oh well. Oke aja deh kalau gitu mah. Lanjut dulu aja. Kalau levelnya udah naikkan lagi mungkin baru coba. Kalau Alphen mungkin kalau pakai yang lain lebih enak kali ya. Soalnya bisa berjarak. Kayak misalkan pakai si Xion, dia bisa tembak-tembak aja dari jauh. Si Rinwell juga tinggal tembak-tembak dari jauh aja gitu. Ya kita langsung aja deh, langsung kita ke kota berikutnya. Daerah berikutnya apa yang akan
Something
menanti
feels
di
odd
sana.
here. Be on your guard.
Kita ke Mahaksar. Sebelumnya apa ya? Ganti. Pakai si ini. Dohalim. Sebenarnya udah banyak nih. Apa ya yang mau dipelajarin? Halim coba belajar jurus-jurus baru. Catapult, Lionheart, naikin AG recovery speednya. Oke, ini belajarin aja. Ini kalau udah belajar semua kita akan dapat title ya, Elemental Defense plus 10. Negative Gate kita belajar aja. Air Pressure Art. Ini dulu ya, defense plus 10. Easier perfect evading. Oke lah, belajar ini dulu. Udah dapat emblemnya. Critical damage, increase route extension time limit. Gak dulu deh. Silo. Increase BG at battle start boleh. Ini pelajarin biar dia kebuka attack plus 20. Makin kuat aja ya dia. Awakening enggak, faster AG recovery boleh juga sih. Kalau ini increase awakening attack, counter edge, super swallow leg, super swallow dance. Gimana ya? Pasar AG recovery menarik. Reduce awakening requirement menarik. Increase counter attack. Ini dulu deh, jurus baru. Kisara. Ini counter edge upon enemy defeat. Oke, biar dapat title plus 10 penetration. Crescent Moon. Jadiin dulu sana. Lion's Howl. Ini atau ini ya? Strengthen Guard Ignition. Is your party member over limit? Menarik. Berarti party membernya akan lebih gampang over limit kalau kena attack. Increase BG at battle start. Boost gauge from enemy downs. Atau ini Igneous Charge, Igneous Discharge. Over limit, KO prevention. Mid air evasion, KO prevention dah. Tugasnya si Kisara ini kan ngelindungin ya, kalau misalkan dia meninggal gimana ceritanya dia. Oke, dipelajarin si Plated Pull, dia pun kayaknya nggak kepake karena dia aerial attack. Yang penting dia dapat title dulu buat si Rinwell. Terus ini AG Restored upon enemy defeat. Oke lah. Mid-air jump kayaknya nggak perlu. Increase boost gauge. Yang ini increase anti-dragon damage. Master AG recovery. Oke, lagi recovery. Alphen Rending Flash. Tapi ini kalian dulu biar dapat title-nya. Shockwave Slash. Rising Falcon. Oke lah, belajar dulu aja deh. Ini apa nih? Elemental Defense plus 20. Oke, boleh lah. Dia dapat title-nya. Shockwave Slash. Oke. Sion terakhir. Lunar Blast. Enggak ah. Ini penetration plus 20. Ya oke lah, kita belajarin aja. Sini resistance plus 30. Faster AG recovery. Oke banget, boleh. Tap. Halin. Udah jadi banyak. Crescent Flash, Elusive Deity, Seismic Rupture, Crescent Flash boleh. Tuh jurusnya banyak. Lion Heart enggak ah. Negative Gate. Oke, Negative Gate kita taruh aja di sini. Jurus yang kedua di page yang kedua. Nah, udah lama ngatur-ngatur skill. Langsung lawan aja nih. Si Dohali masih AG-nya 4 biji.
An admiral? I can't even swim. Never mind.
Well, someone seems in such bad form. Nothing. Blow them away! I'll thank you. Do it! Leave the jet!
Lo lagi.
Blow them away!
Over so soon?
Nah, gampang lawannya. Lawan dulu lah musuhnya ini buat dapetin equip, buat dapetin material-material dan XP. Negative Gate, Dark Astral Art. Satu. Kayak black hole. Virusnya negative gate kayak black hole, dia narik musuh dan juga nggak damage musuhnya juga. Oke, kita lanjut ke sebelah bawah kiri. Yuk. Penasaran nih, Mahaksar itu daerahnya kayak gimana? Si Calaglia dia api, si Slodia dia
That enemy
es.
looks strong. I bet it'll be worth.
Terus ini Indonesia dia elemen api. Berikutnya sama salah apa ya? Wind mungkin ya. Dia bisa ini melindungi diri sendiri. Halim sama lo mulu.
Can you take it? Here I come! That's another Rising Phoenix!
Step back. This one's all law.
Wow. Combatnya sini ah. Ya, mumpung combatnya masih biru-biru maksimal.
No back taking now! I'm like bait to them!
Can't get out of this!
Oh,
Can you take it?
jurus baru explosive ring.
Where are you going?
Dance on the wind!
Coba lihat, Alvan. Explosive. Mana? Alvan atau siapa sih? Kok nggak ada? Kok saya ini? Dragon Swarm, Manifestation, Megasonic Thrust. Tahu nggak ada sih.
You're not holding anything back. I am only beginning. Seriously? Me too! Yeah, I'm not even trying!
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not...
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
So I still had room to grow.
Nah, kelawan si
An opponent like this should be easy.
yang gorila ini.
Now you see what I can do! Far enough! Enough!
Demon Fang!
Yes.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing arc!
Tinggal satu lagi.
I'm just getting started! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Oke, dapat item-itemnya, dapat item yang ini ya. Dapat item yang rare. Level 4. Oke, combat battle dah. Terima kasih. Dan habis.
More damning runes here too, I see.
Belum.
What
Ya
were
habis.
people
Ya
even
udahlah.
thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Oke, ini ada ruinnya Dahna. Penasaran ini apa sih? Kenapa mereka bangun ini?
I wish I could draw like you, Ron. You wish to learn my secrets, young Elfin? Yes, Master. Please, teach me. You want Grandmaster to start that.
Finish it! Outfit! In an instant!
Seru juga pakai si Dohalim.
To
Jadi
achieve such harmony.
satu. Tinggalan ya.
Opponent like this should be easy.
Tinggalan aja loh. Oh, si lo belajar jurus baru, Eagle Assault.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Nice one, Alfin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
Fish gel penuh, nanti aja deh. Situ ada burung-burung, ada padi, ada rice, beras.
In a bind?
Glacial spear!
Nggak kena.
Where are you going?
Kirain ini jurusnya si Dohalim bakal langsung teleport gitu atau enggak langsung nyerang ke burung ya kirain. Ternyata cuma di sekitaran doang.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Glacial spear! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Iya, ini apa ini? Ada gua, ada tempat. Kayaknya kayak shrine.
No backing down! I'll thank you.
Bawah sembunyi beli gampang.
You picked the wrong fight. Now you see what I can do. Do it. Rising one. Hey, blow them away.
Penting banget sama lo si Dohalim ini.
Not so fast. Take this. Now I'm in the groove.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Let's talk and eat more puzzles.
Cut them apart to your
Oh.
heart's content.
Jurus baru, Soaring Blast.
This calls.
Soaring Blast. Elemen panah.
For a celebratory drink.
Ada orang yang terluka di sini, bisa aja di sini dia terkapar. Ngapain teh dia? I was so preoccupied with the Zugo, I slipped and fell. Make sure you don't make the same mistake as me. Oke, dapat Raging Storm Big. Oke. Wow, guanya banyak kristal. Astral Ore. Asik banget nih kalau misalkan kita tambang di sini, kristalnya bisa bikin kaya. Andaikan kalau di dunia nyata kayak gini ada ya.
I'm surrounded. In a bind. Rising one. Equal assault. Begin.
I never miss.
Oh, wow, ada tornado.
I'll thank you. Far enough. In an instant. Impact block.
Oh, udah mati 4 kali.
This could be useful.
Oh, jamur. Ada biji. Ada ore. Kopercang ya, kopercang doang mah. Cuma buat duit doang. Duit bisa dari material musuh kita jual.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Oops.
I can carve through it. Can you take it? Eat dirt. Leave the agile one.
Yes, I need you, remember?
Take this. You've been snaring to me. Blow them away.
Ya lagi.
Blow them away.
Sering amat mereka berdua.
I can feel my precision improving.
Scale Crystal. Atau hal yang baru.
Get lost!
I shall ensure you survive this. Blow away. I'll grind you with a shot. An admirable display of force. Admiral?
Yes.
Toasty!
Burn strike.
Right, next one.
Tinggal magic.
Already on.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Ready to go. Do it fast. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Stone Wing Mage
Looks like
Code. Dapat equipment baru buat si Rinwell. Sip. Coba ganti. Tengah ya kalau ganti si Rinwell.
solid equipment.
Bajunya si Dolim keren ya. Tuh. Belakangnya tuh kirain kayak cuman apa ya, kayak keras gitu loh, padet. Ternyata bisa melambai bagian belakangnya. Keren deh punyanya baju Dohalim. Yuk, di sana ada apa nih? Oh, pepper 3 biji. Yuk, kita lawan.
It'll be a breeze.
Si Rinwell sebelumnya dapat jurus Freeze Lancer. Jadi nggak perlu lagi aduh, duh, 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 duh. Ah. Jadi nggak perlu lagi pakai spread 2 kali. Jadi udah bisa pakai langsung freeze lancer. Tapi ngecasnya lebih lama ya. Cuman lebih praktis. Lebih praktis karena langsung bisa ngeluarin si freeze lancer tanpa perlu harus ngecas 2 kali pakai spread. Ada sebelah sana, ada sebelah bawah. Kita sebelah kiri dulu aja yuk. Sebelah kiri ada apa nih? Tempatnya ada tempat yang menuju ke sesuatu tempat baru kah? Jalannya berkelok-kelok. Nah, jalannya berkelok-kelok. Udah kayak mau ke puncak atau mau ke jalur ini nih ya. Jalur ke Jawa Timur. Naik mobil kan muter-muter gini. Meliuk, 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 meliuk. Puncak juga. Apa nih? Jangan-jangan ini ke tempat berikutnya. Oh iya, benar nih kayaknya ke tempat berikutnya nih. Balik dulu ah. Ada material, ada rock. Balik dulu ah. Ke belakang. Siapa tahu ada item baru atau item menarik yang belum kita explore yang di bawah-bawah situ. Ya, kita berputar-putar lagi. Berliuk-liuk, udah kayak jalan menuju ke puncak. Puncak aja nggak kayak gini.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Don't mind if I do. Where are you going?
Terus Ringwell ada kombinasi baru.
In here.
Nah, cas dulu Thunder Blade 2 kali. Berikutnya salah.
You'll soon see about that. In here.
Ini
Let's get you all tucked away.
oh salah. Apa ya? Salah. Thunder Blade. Thunder Blade lagi. Terus Freeze Lancer. Salah pencet ya. Alah, air keras. Oke, nanti lagi.
complaints from me.
Tinggi. Wah. Jatuh tinggi tapi nggak patah atau nggak ada luka sama sekali. Apa nih?
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldomenencia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, What do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Wah, panjang ceritanya ya. Apa nih? Lesson in Manners. Ada lagi skit baru.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Nah, makin ini ya, makin akrab aja ya pertemanan mereka semua berenam. Nah, ini apa dulu nih? Kita lanjut dulu. Oh, ternyata ini lanjut ke tempat berikutnya, ke kota tampaknya nih. Waduh, apa yang terjadi dengan Sion?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Apa nih? Istirahat karena si Sionnya kelihatan capek. Oh, wow, ada Oh, ada si
Been
ini
looking for you. For me? Why?
swordsman yang pernah dulu kita temuin.
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the... That is all I desire.
Waduh, juga lawan
Then why
musuh.
are we fighting? Who even are you?
This one's mine.
Take this!
By the power of water.
Waduh, juga langsung ngelawan musuh.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed's unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
I can do it all day.
Wow,
Dance in the wind. Air clock.
Glacial spear.
Dance in the wind.
ouch.
Freeze lancer.
Swallow dance. Will they help?
Ya, dia ngikutin si Dinwell.
Healing circle.
Wah, thank you.
Now see if you don't get in trouble again.
Waduh. Waduh.
Dance in the wind.
Take this.
Ya,
Enjoy.
Here goes.
Save you.
dia nggak kena.
Air thrust.
Aduh. Oh, nggak sampai habis.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Shion, wake up, please!
Alvin?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kind of crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
Tiba-tiba misterius swordsman tiba-tiba menyerang. Ada apa dia dengan Alpha?
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't. Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alvin?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahna astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag-Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Tiba-tiba ada kejutan. Nggak ada nge-heal, nggak ada persiapan apa-apa. Tiba-tiba ada si misterius swordsman itu. Berarti kita ke sana itu akan menuju ke Nias. Oke lah, kita ke Nias dulu aja. Penasaran juga kotanya akan seperti apa. Ada barang nggak ya? Tadi sebelum masuk ke sini, tadi kan ada skit ya. Skitnya itu tentang si Kisara itu masih bingung role-nya dia tuh sebagai apa gitu, karena dia masih terbiasa dengan role dia tuh sebagai guardswoman. Tapi ya akhirnya dia dapat role baru, yaitu dia bisa masak. Jadi dia pengen masakin. Terus si ini Dohalim, dia role barunya adalah menjadi guru etika. Selain bertarung, dia juga jadi guru etika karena etika dari si Alphen dan Law itu kurang gitu. Kalau dilihat-lihat ya, katanya dia kurang. Cuman karena kurang itu kan karena ini ada oke. Kurang karena ya dia kan tinggalnya di kota yang slave kan. Mereka berdua itu sebelumnya jadi slave. Jadi nggak bisa disamain sama si Indonesia yang dimana orang-orang di sana tuh ada pendidikan etika gitu. Udah sampai nih, yes. Cepat juga. Ini kota pusatnya dari Mahag-Sar. Oh, rumahnya pada hancur.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
Apa yang
This is
terjadi
horrible.
di
Is
Nies?
there truly no one here?
Ada si crash ini tanda bahwa ini crash yang dipakai oleh Legend dulu. Dan Legend dulu itu crash itu menandakan bahwa seseorang yang berjuang membebaskan dari Renan itu dengan menggunakan apa tadi ya? Menggunakan equipment dan juga awol gitu. Cuman ini Nias, kenapa nih kotanya hancur kayak nggak jelas. Apakah ada perjuangan dari si Danan berontak bisa ngalahin Renan? Meski baru kita lihat dulu nih.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Dahnans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Dahnans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Racing Dohalim. Ada skip baru.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes, you meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress and put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one. Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Doh Halim. Kayak anak inilah ya, kayak anak manja gitu yang hidupnya serba ada. Jadi nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain untuk keperluan basic atau keperluan sehari-hari gitu. Terus ngomongnya bener-bener kayak orang yang ya orang kaya gitulah. Minta tapi tanpa mikirin orang yang diminta, nggak dipikir dulu gitu.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Si Alvena khawatir sama Sion, tapi dia nggak bisa ngutarakannya dengan baik. Sion juga nggak nangkep dengan baik juga gitu. Jadi kesannya si Alvin itu malah membabysit gitu, kayak jadi terlalu apa ya, jadi kayak ya terlalu khawatir banget lah, babysit gitu. Sionnya nggak suka. Ada awal di sana. Warna hijau, red rose corsage.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Sini kota Nias ini nggak ada sama sekali penduduknya. Rena nggak ada, Dahna nggak ada. Cuman ada simbol dark crest itu doang di lock. Dark crest yang katanya itu old legendnya, dia apa ya, katanya akhirnya diapain gitu ya. Oh, dibakar ya kalau nggak salah tadi si Sarah bilang akhirnya dibakar.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Oh, windmill untuk ngumpulin astral energy. Ini kotanya kenapa ya? Gak ada penduduknya sama sekali loh. Bengkalai. Gak ada tanda-tanda kehidupan. Ke plaza di tengah-tengah nih.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
Ada orang juga ternyata.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Bayfong of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Nias?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadheim. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
Kita kota
I guess
Nias.
even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Wow, ternyata kota ini udah berhasil dibebaskan oleh dananya sendiri. Mereka berontak dan lordnya udah digulingkan, tapi masih ada sisa-sisa Renan katanya. Masih ada sisa-sisa Renan, dan biarpun ini udah bebas kotanya, tapi masih orang-orang tuh masih curiga lah, masih nggak bisa tenang karena masih ada sisa-sisa Renan yang kabur, atau ya mungkin kabur ya. Hanya si Dohalim sama Sion tadi dibilang jangan masuk, takutnya nanti akan malah mereka curiga, terus mereka jadi malah ya dibunuh atau gimana gitu. Tapi ya anyway, tetap nggak mau terpisah. Si Alvannya juga bilang not going to happen.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Dahnans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Dahnans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more. Son of
pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Jedi, leader dari Dark Wings yang membebaskan si Nias ini. Ternyata orangnya
Hey,
kurang
wait
ajar
up.
ya.
Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Ternyata kota ini dibebaskan dengan ngumpulin eksplosif, granat-granat dan semua yang meledak itu dari si Renan, terus diledakin dan
Hey,
berhasil.
If we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Dan diledakin castle-nya, dan Lordnya kabur katanya gitu ya. Lordnya kabur dan masih belum ditemukan di mana, katanya di Estaluva. Itu entah di mana gitu. Building yang bisa kita istirahat sini kah? Di castle kayaknya nggak boleh masuk. Yap, di lock. Oke, kita lihat dulu skit yang baru muncul.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Dahnans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Oh, differences among rebels.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Oh, masih ada lagi. Music to a Lord's ears.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dahna as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Biarpun dia udah bebas, kota Nia sendiri udah bebas, tapi masih ada kayak lingkungan atau musik, ketakutan, anxiety tuh. Terus malah si Dohalim malah cerita jadinya kalau dia tuh dulu suka main musik, dia itu latihan musik setiap hari, setiap malam juga. Oh, ini indeks di situ. Oke. Ini kota Nias ini bisa dibebaskan dari Lord karena eksplosifnya itu dan juga pengorbanan dari Dahna. Dan ya, Dedaim itu adalah leadernya, dia yang berhasil membebaskan. Tapi
I wonder if something happened.
sesuatu terjadi kan? Tapi biarpun begitu dia ya mengorbankan banyak Dahnan. Dan ini sebenarnya pada nggak setuju lah. Alphen dan kawan-kawan ini pada nggak setuju. Dan lagi pula si Dedaim sendiri ini juga kelakuannya juga malah parah gitu, parah, kayak otoriter, nggak ada mannernya, bahkan katanya si Law bahkan lebih jelek daripada si Lord yang sebelumnya gitu. Tapi iya sih, tadi kan dia ini dia tuh kurang ajar lah gitu, kurang ajar ke Alvan, kurang ajar ke Sion juga, kurang ajar ke semuanya, ke Law juga. Ngapain kalau si Alvan itu dia sama anak-anak lah, ada anak-anak untuk melawan si Lord. Terus juga dia nyinggung tentang si Alvan dan hubungannya sama si Sion, kurang ajar banget gitu loh. Yang bikin baru aja deh. Tetap Lemon Gel 2000 HP Tuan Ally. Namanya dikit lah, lipat. Gelnya masih 13. Live Battle tambah 2 deh. Sisanya ada Stone Wing Armor, Stone Wing Dress buat Sion, Stone Wing Vest buat si Law, Stone Wing Suit buat Kisara. Halim udah, sama Rinwell juga udah. Oke, Charming Lure, ini apa nih? Oh, lure buat mancing ikan. Alhamdulillah. Oh, cuma satu doang. Oke, cuma satu doang. Sip.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Cek dulu ah. Ada sesuatu yang terjadi mungkin kalau kita tidur. Yuk kita lihat. Are you the blazing sword of Caligula? You're welcome to stay here if you like, but just don't cause any trouble while you're here, understand? Oke, apa nih?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dahna. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Wah, apalagi nih malam-malam yang terjadi? Jadi udah memutuskan akan ke Esteluva untuk menanganin ngelawan si Lordnya yang kabur itu. Siona kenapa nih? Kok ada tornya keluar kelihatan?
Where are you going?
Alvin.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Dan ada sesuatu yang terjadi antara Alvan dan Xion, tapi ternyata cuma gitu doang.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Si Alvannya cuma bilang ya coba percaya sama Alvan lah gitu, coba lebih tergantung gitulah sama Alvan, karena Alvan yang akan support si Xion, udah gitu doang. Tuh ya. Jadi kita tujuannya next akan ke Lordnya yang kabur ke Estelufah karena kita mau ngelawan supaya Lordnya itu nggak balik ke sini. Takutnya Lordnya itu akan ngelawan balik dan si Dahna nggak akan bisa melakukan perjuangan, nggak bisa melakukan perlawanan apapun. Jadi kita akan menuntaskan, dan nanti selanjutnya apa yang dilakukan oleh Dedaim dan kawan-kawan di sini ini atau di tanah ini tuh ya udah tergantung, terserah gitu. Biarpun si Dedaim itu cara kepemimpinan beda banget sama si Zephyr ya. Beda banget. Kalau ini kayaknya Lordnya si Dedaim kalau jadi Lord pun dia akan tetap jadi ya otoriter kali deh. Ya itu perjuangan mereka yang ya masalah mereka lah gitu, karena tugasnya si Alvan dan kawan-kawan itu mendobrak dinding-dinding dari Dahna, planet Dahna ya. Oke, berarti nextnya kita ke Esteluva Forest, dan sampai di sini kita lanjut di part berikutnya.